め続けたあの日の夜
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Anime Degens podcast. We're here today with episode 92. We're going to be having some fun. We're bringing back an oldie but a goodie with Show-Ken-Pon. We'll get into that in a little bit. Before we get into the news, best way to support us, rate the freaking podcast
There we go.
on whatever platform you listen to, and tell your boys. If you have any interesting topics like this us to discuss, let us know in the Discord, linktree.com/animedegens. You can find all our socials, Discord, YouTube, Tyler's mom's phone number, and more. Hey, boys,
Yeah.
doing?
I'm doing good. You know, it's been 60 some episodes since we've last done our Show-Ken-Pon, and even longer since we've done a Showdown Throwdown. It's wild, ain't it?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just
Yeah.
been over a year, Dan.
Hey, man, the ideas were churning, and now they're not.
Plus, we kind of settled down a little bit and quit doing two segments an episode. So that kind of slowed it down a little bit. So
It helped our sanity, that's for sure.
try to figure out two topics per episode. That was tough times. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Look, you
So
just get more time to focus on one singular topic, right? You can really dive into it that time.
And
You
we
don't have to
finally
really
have
cut
our
it short.
we
yeah,
finally have our chance to bully Tyler into watching a show we've been trying to get him to watch for like 4 months now.
Oh my god, since I've joined. Literally since I've joined, that's been our number one goal.
to be fair, y'all been trying to get me to watch MF Ghost and not Initial D. So
No. We've been telling you to watch Initial D so you can watch MF Ghost. Specifically, we've been telling you that.
Well,
I
and to
must have missed all
experience
that.
peak.
Yeah.
Literally peak. I mean, they drive on mountain peaks, so we're hitting a lot of things here, guys.
Okay. I see that. I guess I'm about to experience it. So
Hell yeah, you are. Tyler, you want to get us into some news?
oh yeah. So the first bit of news I got was just I'm pretty excited because it was out in theaters earlier this year, and it wasn't in theaters in my area though, because I'm in bumfucked Egypt, of Kentucky. So, but the Look Back anime film is finally going to be out on Prime now. It's like 50 minutes long. I've been looking forward to this for a while, so I'm finally glad that Prime is putting it out there so we can watch it. So make sure y'all go check it out. It's I've heard it's been a great time, so it's a good show apparently. So
Nice. We also got some news. The Attack on Titan movie, The Last Attack, is hitting theaters tomorrow in Japan. Not here. Don't fret, it'll probably come here eventually. This movie is going to be a compilation episode or movie of the final chapters 1 and 2, and they're adding some Dolby 5.1 surround round sound and improved cuts. So I don't know if that means they're gonna make fights more epic or if they're just gonna take out crap that didn't matter.
probably more on the like JJK Mappa shit. You know what I mean? What they did with Shibuya Incident.
Maybe.
Actually fix it
Yeah.
and re-release it.
And there's supposed to be a post credit scene too, a new post credit scene. So I wonder if that's that's what they was making like a chapter or something later on. I wonder if that's what that was. You know what I mean? I wonder if they're adding that.
That would make sense. I'm really
Yeah.
hoping we see the little boy and his dog go into the tree and then become a Titan again. And then mechas fly from the very sophisticated city behind it, and we get Attack on Titan 2.
I mean,
So
I'm-
basically what
Sorry,
you're saying
Gundam Attack on Titan.
basically what you're saying is now would be a good time to actually start watching.
Yeah. Yeah, Dom hasn't watched
Okay.
Attack on Titan, and that blows my mind because, like, that was probably the biggest show of the last decade.
yeah. I mean, everybody was literally talking about it like so much, especially since it ended or whatever. Like, you look at a lot of people's top tens and they got Attack on Titan in it. I mean, it's
You
not mine,
can't-
but
you can't tell me that because I've already experienced that. Everyone already mentions Attack on Titan all the time. But I don't know what it is for some reason. First episode, it was pretty good. Second episode, I can't stick with it at all. I literally can't. And I
Sounds like
don't
a
know.
personal problem.
It really is. But, at the same time, I might just say F it and skip past it. I mean, I've tried it like 3 different times, right? So it's not like I just tried it once and I was like, "Oh, this isn't for me."
Are you
Like, I've
trying the
actively tried.
subbed or the dubbed?
I've tried both.
Okay. I was gonna say if you only tried the sub, just try the dubbed. Throw it on the background. Something's gonna catch your interest. Maybe
That's kinda
maybe
what I
it's
was.
a thick, sexy lady titan stomping on humans.
He's got to watch a few
No,
episodes before
no,
he gets to that, I think.
that's
So
your fascination. All right, we'll call Granny for you. We'll set it up.
Yes, please.
But no, someone once told me just basically like at this point start at episode 3 and just let it play and see
I
what
don't think you'll
happens.
be missing
So
too much on episode 3.
I think
What's
he's already
important
watched episode
is
1 and 2 multiple times, is what he's saying.
yeah.
I've watched it 3 times each. So
That means you like it, bro. Just keep watching.
no,
Shit.
it doesn't mean I like it.
I mean, Tyler watched the One Piece fan letter like 11 times, and that's because he
Yeah.
couldn't get into it, you know?
He watched it
Yeah.
11 times in a day. Don't lie to everyone.
But
Um
yeah, you just like it now. Quit lying to us.
He doesn't
So
want to spoil. He doesn't want to ruin the first 3 episodes or 2 episodes. They're just that good.
if he doesn't watch it like sometime before we do our next Show-Ken-Pon or
In 60
something,
episodes.
yeah, we're gonna make you watch at least like the first season.
We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. All right. Next bit of news though. Netflix is adding episode 590 of One Piece. Which is actually really cool. This was never on Funimation or Crunchyroll. And this is actually the One Piece Dragon Ball Toriko crossover special.
Food.
I actually watched this episode, which gives you any indication. I did not watch all of it through Funimation or Crunchyroll.
On the high seas, he was on the Grand Line.
There was a time a few years ago where I wore a straw hat.
He's sitting there going to like kiss anime with his arm in the air and an X on the back of it.
Yeah. I for the longest time I didn't even realize that like Crunchyroll and shit would like I didn't even know that they skipped this episode. And then somebody brought it to my attention. I was like, "What? Are you being serious?" And then I went and looked, and it was actually not there. And I was just like, "Yeah," just like Dan said, "What the hell?"
Isn't this entire episode just about eating food?
I don't know. I ain't never seen it, so
I
mean,
can't
it's
remember
3
because it
characters
was
who can
so
eat a
long.
horse.
I mean,
But
I'd watch it.
if I had to guess why, it's probably because
I don't
doesn't it
think
look like Toriko was actually animated?
Yeah, I think it was, but they probably don't own the rights to it. That
And
would
that's
be my
probably
guess.
too. Okay, so it was an anime, yeah. Oh no, it was on Crunchyroll. So that's weird. I wonder why it
Yeah,
didn't
it had to be
actually
a
air.
rights thing, and like the studio that owned the rights for it wouldn't let it be on Crunchyroll. That would make the most sense.
Yeah, I don't know why it was, but Netflix of all places is gonna be getting it, which is kind of surprising. But I mean, they've really dove into the One Piece scene here lately, so
Yeah, I mean they're like the soon to be. I don't think they'll ever get off Crunchyroll, but like Netflix is taking One Piece over. They threw some money in Oda's pocket.
I wonder who's gonna get the remake. Probably Netflix, huh?
It's Netflix 100%.
Oh yeah.
They're
Okay.
producing it.
Okay.
I bet though that it would still probably come out to Crunchy just because of like how popular it is.
Nope, it's a Netflix exclusive.
Is it
Yeah,
confirmed?
99.9%.
We'll get back to you
Yeah.
on that one next episode, guys.
But I mean, they are
We'll get
airing.
back to when it releases in 15 years.
Yeah, they. I mean, they're releasing like the Egghead episodes like a week late on Netflix. So I mean, they're really trying over there. So which is good for like the anime fandom, especially the One Piece fandom. Because like every household's pretty much got Netflix, right? Whereas a lot of households don't have Crunchyroll. So
Yeah,
good to
I
see
think
that.
it's
Well,
great for the brand.
that's
Yeah.
probably exactly why they went with Netflix too. I mean, after the live action and then propelling just people like that brand into people's faces, now they're gonna want to see more of it. They're gonna want to see where it came from and stuff. So,
Yeah.
real smart move on them.
Um. Yeah, well, with that being said, our next bit of news is going to be Loving Yamada at level 999, which I'm a big fan of. I know y'all don't really care for it, but this is like a rom-com slice of life type thing. And we was teased like an announcement coming soon for like probably new content. And everybody was hoping a season 2 because we never did get an announcement. And it's actually going to be a live action. And it's coming in 2025, I think March 28th, if I recall correctly. And I'm hoping that it gets to come over here. Usually they do. Sometimes they don't. But either way, it's pretty exciting news. I wish it had been a season 2 announcement though, but we can't get everything we asked for. So
So, Tyler, quick question about this show. This is a video game rom-com, right?
well, it's like a slice of life rom com where
They
they
play a video
alternate.
game and they
Well,
have scenes in the video game.
they have scenes in the video game, and most of it's like outside the video game, but like like some of it is focused around the video game too. So
But like in the game, like it's showing the characters in the game.
well, it's showing their avatars.
Yeah, yeah,
It's,
yeah. So
yeah.
that's what I'm really curious for you to present me feedback on is how they do that because like it'd be fucking hilarious if they did live action for the actual like plot points that happen IRL and then they just cut the scenes from the anime from the fucking video game shit.
Well, I watched they released like a 30-second trailer, right? I think it was like 30-second trailer. And they actually showed like a few seconds of the in-game stuff and it actually looked pretty good. It kind of reminded me of the anime. Like it looked like the anime somewhat, but it didn't. So I think it's like right there
Like
like with
totally
the
Yoko
anime, but
vibes.
it's not the anime, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you. It's CGI of some sort.
Yeah, but I
Okay,
mean, it literally looked just like what we seen in the anime, pretty much. It just looked a little bit different. I felt like so.
cool.
Um, so I was pretty happy about that because I wasn't sure how they was gonna actually like present that either, you know. And so I when I seen those few seconds of the them in the game or whatever, I was like, okay, this is pretty cool, you know. And they
Nice.
actually done like a really good job at like casting Yamada. They hit the nail on the head. The dude looks like him, and he literally acts like a gamer, like a professional FPS gamer type thing. Like he just, just
It's
wants to
just
play
Tim
his
the Tap
game.
Man.
Uh
It's just Tim the Tap Man.
no, no, he's like a skinny,
I'm kidding.
he don't rage, bro.
It's
Tim
just
Tatman
Tim the
rages.
Tap Man and his buddy Nick Merckx hitting on chicks.
Yeah, it's not like that, but
Oh, I'm just kidding.
it's pretty fun though.
Awesome. I forgot I had another bit of news, but we're gonna save that one for last because it's not really news, but it's funny. So before that, the Pope has introduced a new messenger of God, and it's a kawaii anime girl. Her name is Lucia, I believe. It's light in Italian, and she's intended to engage younger audiences and guide visitors through the holy year. So the Pope's a weeb. Write that down. When I saw this announcement, I was laughing my fucking ass off. Hilarious.
Yeah. Like you would think that like anime in general, especially since a lot of it is like to people's eyes like that, right? You think that they would like shun anime, because it does have those etchy scenes and like the fan service scenes, and you don't think that like a pope would be into that kind of thing, advertising that kind of thing, right? So it was
Yeah.
pretty funny to me.
Well, it's interesting because Catholicism is the first religion to make it to Japan outside of their standard religions. Like, if you watch Shogun, the Portuguese were the first country to make contact with Japan because Japan was an isolated nation. So, like,
Okay.
they're OG Catholics over there, I guess.
Hey, well, I guess whatever floats your boat or whatever, but like it was still funny as hell. I seen this on Twitter, I think it was, and I just died laughing. I was like, "What are we? Is this real?" I had to
Dude,
actually make
she's
sure it was real.
she's got like a little shepherd staff, and then so the Pope is in Japan right now, and they gave
Is
him
he?
like they gave him like it kind of looks like a kimono, but like a male kimono. I don't know what they call them. And it had like an anime version of him on the back of it. It was fucking hilarious.
I love it,
The
man. I
Pope
love
was looking pretty kawaii.
it.
I'm gonna have
Kawaii.
to I'm gonna have to find this photo and take a look at it myself.
We need to get
But
the Pope watching Konosuba. He would probably love
Ooh,
it, bro.
he probably laughed
who
his ass
says
off.
he hasn't yet, right?
It's got religious themes in it, bro. Like, come on now.
Not the right
Uh,
ones though. It's blasphemy.
um, last bit of news that we have though is Vinland Saga. Actually, the manga is going to be ending in a few chapters, according to the mangaka. So if you guys are readers of that, be prepared. It is coming to a close. If you haven't been able to tell already, I don't
One
know. I
Piece.
haven't been reading that one.
One Piece outlasts another show from the last decade
Yeah.
or
It's
manga.
crazy, bro. We keep on getting left and right, like mangas ending, and here's another
We
one. And
we keep saying the same thing. It's like, oh, One Piece outlasted Demon Slayer, My Hero
JJK,
Academia, JJK, and now Vinland Saga.
Oshinoko, like
It's just it. It's like the Grim Reaper, right? One Piece is like the Grim Reaper. It's just coming
Just
for everything.
that
It'll
classic
never end
comic
until it's
with like
exactly
the doors.
until it's the last one standing. It'll never end.
um I also seen that Berserk actually started back too. It's released a couple chapters already, so that's pretty good news. Like Berserk, Hunter x Hunter, like they coming back and releasing stuff, so that's good
Uh,
news for us.
yeah, I'm excited. I got to start reading Hunter x Hunter because I don't know when the hell that's going to get animated, and I want more. Not really news, but I got to give a big shout out to my boy Kirito from Sword Art Online.
Oh, God.
Today is actually the day that he wins in
Eh,
the anime and the manga. He defeated Kayaba at I think it was 2:30 or something like that on 11/7/2024. So if a bunch of people wake up from comas, it's your boy.
Hell
if a
yeah.
bu- if a
GG's.
bunch
Let's
of
give it
Sun
up to him.
Rakus wake up, you know what's up, bro. Thank Kirito, the Isekai starter, trendsetter, the man himself.
Trendsetter.
Thank you, Kirito, for giving us so many good isekais.
And so many shit ones, and so many main characters who are just like you and look up to you in every way.
Damn, he had a lot of sons and shit, bro. I guess him and Asuna, bro.
Dude, it must have been the 14,000 women who were after him in that series.
It must have been a glitch in the system.
Yeah, I mean, that might be how he won. Awesome. So we're gonna get into our second time doing the Show-Ken-Pon. You guys are a new listener and you don't know this segment. Basically, we play a little rock paper scissors. It's playing the words Jan-Ken-Pon, and we each picked a show for the other person to watch that they haven't seen that we one think they may like, or two we've wanted to force them to watch for a while. Uh, The Nam got
Usually,
me.
usually it's we think that they may like. Usually it's not forcing them to watch a show. So I just
This
want to
time
say
it's
that.
this time it's forcing to watch a show though.
Yeah,
Whoa, just for Tyler.
they've made a special rule for me, so I love it.
Well,
I love being
okay.
special.
To be fair,
You better
you're
like
also
it.
making me watch Konosuba. The both of you are. You've bullied me about it before, so
But
And
we
then I'm
actually
just
think you'll
sitting
technically,
like
here
it.
like, yeah, I'm chilling.
Yeah,
Um,
we think you'll like it. So,
I guarantee he'll like it.
oh
Both
yeah.
these shows, you better like Initial D because it's fucking gas, gas, gas. I'm gonna put on a gas. But so Nam got me, Tyler got Nam, and I got Tyler. So that's our matchups. Nam, do you want to get us going?
yeah. So the show, Dan, that I am asking you to watch is going to be Assassination Classroom. Last time that I had actually mentioned it is when we were doing our football draft, and I had picked him as one of my I can't remember, but I know that I picked him on my team. I think he was the coach.
That makes
Yeah,
sense. Yeah, I think it
that
was
sounds
Koro
right.
Sensei was the coach.
Yep. Yep. And you had told me that you have not watched this show. So I really want you to watch, as much of the first season as you can and just kind of really see what I was talking about, right? Cuz
Well,
cuz you don't really know. To give you
convenient for
guys
you. I
hmm?
have about 6 hours in a plane next week. Or sorry, 8 to 10 hours in a plane in the next week. So I got you.
Hell yeah. So to give you guys a little bit of information, there are two seasons and a movie, right? So the first season is 22 episodes long. It is done by Studio Larish. They have done quite a few different things. Classroom of the Elite, Degen, um, and just a couple others too. You'd have to check it out. But they
Okay, they
do
actually got a
really
lot of stuff that they done, honestly. So,
Yeah, and it's really, really high quality animation in everything that they do. Everything that I've noticed at least across their entire portfolio. So it's always been consistent, it's always crisp, it's always high quality. So that definitely really helped out. The first season got an 8.08 on Mal, which, I can definitely respect. It was highly rated in my book as well. And that one came out in 2015, winter of 2015. In between the first and second season, there was a movie still done by Larish. That only got a 7.36. um, it
is that
you
like
can
a is that canon or like a filler movie? Do you know?
um I don't really know. I know that it does take place like canonically it would make sense. So I believe that it's canon, but it could also just be, like a one-off. But it
Mm,
does take place between the first and second season.
it's okay.
Second
Dan probably won't make it to that, so I doubt he'll watch 22 episodes in 10
Hey
hours.
man, I
So
watched Haikyuu all like 40-something episodes in a week, so don't doubt me. If I get into it, it'll be done.
that's Haikyuu though. Haikyuu is peak, and I almost made Nom watch Haikyuu. So
So, second season though, still done by Larish. It was actually 25 episodes. That got an 8.48 on Mal, which again is very, very justifiable to it, especially considering how well it concluded the entire series, right? Like they went a very they went very well to take care and actually close out the series.
okay,
Um the summary though is returning from their summer vacation. Hang on, is that the one? No, 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 hang
Just
on. Sorry.
are you fixing to read us the second season? You gonna spoil us, Nom?
No, no, no.
wow.
I'm actually doing a different one. I'm actually reading season one.
While
Uh
while he does that, Tyler, I watched a Haikyuu movie. Fucking awesome.
Bro, I watched it. I haven't got a chance to watch it. And since it dropped on Crunchyroll a couple days ago or whatever. And I've been wanting to watch the dub version since I watched the subbed in theaters. But in theaters, I was literally like, crying. I had tears going down my face several
You
times,
cry so fucking
bro.
easily, dude.
It was like good crying. It was like chills, because like it had so many of those moments where you just got chills, and like even though you're like rooting for Kurosuno, right? Like there's so many good players. There's like
Fuck Nekama.
yeah, but
Fuck
still
Cat.
like
Go Crows, baby.
you love to see like the match, and like then you just started watching it and you're like, I don't care who wins, right? I
No,
mean, that's how I felt.
I
All right.
wanted my boys to win, but all right,
Yeah,
no, continue.
obviously.
So,
Hinata.
Talk to the mountains.
tucked in the mountains near the elite Kunigakawa Middle School lies a small derelict building that houses the delinquents and dropouts of Class 3E. Looked down upon by their peers, the students in this class appear to have little hope in advancing their academic careers. That is, until the national government tasked them with eliminating the greatest threat to their planet, their new teacher. Having already destroyed the moon, the octopus like professor, dubbed Koro Sensei, has now threatened to destroy the Earth by March of the following year. In light of their mission, the students have found that killing him is easier said than done. Not only can Koro Sensei move at speeds of up to Mach 20, but he can also resist almost every earthly weapon. Ironically, he also proves to be one of the best teachers Class 3 has ever had, training the class to excel in both their studies as students and skills as assassins. Koro Sensei is confident that his students' ingenuity and indomitable will could return them to the main campus. Through trial and error, Nagisa Shioto, as well as the other students of Class 3E, must figure out Koro Sensei's weaknesses and fast, for the very fate of the world depends upon it.
Okay, quick question.
Yes.
So Class 3E is a bunch of worthless students from this school, Kunigiga Ogura Middle School. Is that an entire middle school of assassins? Like, why do you need that fucking many?
No. So the school
It's totally
is
normal.
just school.
It's
And
like Harry Potter or some shit.
this one class has been designated to take down the teacher.
To take
So
down
this
Guru because he stole the moon. Okay, got it.
Yep. So this one class is the only one that's going to be trained to be assassins.
Sounds like this is a job for me. I'm Saitama, by the way.
Were you just singing Eminem?
Yeah, I was trying to. I lost the beat somewhere along the way. But yeah.
I'm
I
gonna
think
give that
right
like
there
a
at the
two,
beginning.
a 2 out of 10.
I got a lost track of what I was thinking there for a second.
Take the hood down. Take the hood down. You
don't
don't deserve
deserve
to have
that.
it up right now.
What
He's
happened was
hiding his new haircut. That's what he's doing.
no, like I don't the freaking I got my fan on back here and like it's blowing on my damn bald head almost. So
The barber totally fucked up his head, and he's hiding it.
He's just got one straight line that's just bald.
He actually just has like the avatar arrow. You can like kind of see the top of it if you look closely.
the funny thing is like the funny thing is I'm the barber. I done this like before we recorded. I was kind of worried though, because like my clippers died, and then I was like trying to charge them so I could finish it up.
He's just got so the back of his head isn't done. That's why he's wearing the hood.
Oh, it is, I think.
Oh, look how long that is back there, dude. You see that?
I hope not. I felt of it. It's not that bad, probably. Obviously, I didn't have time to touch it up, but yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say you haven't had time to finish the fade yet. You know, you got to get that fade going.
I ain't
Alright,
fading nothing. One clipper the whole way, bro. It's a discount haircut, bro.
So why would Dan like this? Is the question. Honestly, I think because the show does have a lot to offer though, right? It's got a lot of deep character development, right? Because it doesn't just focus on the main character, Nagisa. It focuses on almost every single individual student, and not just in their assassination abilities either, right? It focuses more on their character development as well as their actual academic challenges and stuff like that. And it shows a lot of like world building and team building within this school and stuff like that. Because there's also school competitions and stuff. There's got to be a way for them to interact with the other students and stuff. And so you see them come in and everyone's doubting them and stuff like that, and to see them take on those challenges the way how they do and perform the way that they do really really shows a lot, because it's not only learning more about the students too, but you really grow and you learn too a lot about Koro sensei.
Okay, question about Koro Sensei. I'm trying to
Yep.
gauge. I know he's very strong. How would he fare against the symbol of peace?
All
All
Might.
Might.
um
Now Norm's going to tell us that he hasn't watched My Hero Academia.
yeah, I haven't watched all of my hero. No. um
Oh, are you being
are
serious
we
though?
are we talking peak All Might?
We're talking the symbol of peace, not
Okay.
the decrepit bag of bones that the symbol of peace became
Okay.
before he turned into Iron Man.
He would definitely keep him on his toes.
Okay,
Um,
he's strong.
I think that ultimately it would probably be a draw if I had to guess.
He's
Koro
strong.
Sensei can survive the United States of Smash.
He's strong and with a smile on his face the whole time.
Look, just watch it and you'll understand.
How many episodes should he watch at least? You think?
I mean, at minimal, I would say probably like 10. I would say 10 would
Okay.
be a small little baseline, right? Like at that
Yeah,
point, if
just
you're
casually get to the mid-season finale. No big deal there.
I mean, I would even say 6 episodes would be more than enough to, let you know whether or not you would enjoy it or not.
Okay,
Okay.
Because it does get to quite a bit of the character developing and stuff like that pretty quickly. But the
okay,
other thing that it does too is the action scenes. It's got a lot of awesome awesome action scenes. It's really
awesome.
late for me, so
Yeah, I
my
think
words
I've
are starting to
watched like
stutter.
the first 8 minutes of this, and then I fell asleep on my couch. And I said I watched about 12 episodes, but I definitely have not. Um, but I'm making Tyler watch 5 episodes of Initial D, so that's my bare minimum.
Okay.
That's fair. No, I
Okay.
mean, because at that point too, you'll see quite a lot, right? The show doesn't like take a few episodes to start getting into action. It's right away.
I
Yeah,
want to
So
know. I want to know. Is this like sneaky combat, or is this like a slasher, or is this like a lot of unique weapons, or like what? Nom. How would you
Tyler,
describe like the action in this?
Tyler, it is a classroom of assassins.
Yeah,
so
but
Naruto. I'm just kidding.
Everything and
Naruto's in it,
anything.
Yeah,
Yes,
Naruto. Minato is actually Koro Sensei. He's just wearing an octopus costume.
and I mean, it would make sense. He's got a yellow head.
Tyler should be
they
like, "Holy shit, I'm watching this. Fuck Initial D. It's got
no,
Minato
Tyler.
in it."
They use literally everything. Okay, so they have poisons, guns, swords, other physical weapons, other creative ways, bombs, like
Viagra.
The yellow
it,
flash.
other pills. Yeah, they use all sorts of shit, chemicals.
Was
Like
it
they're
blue chews? I see that on Facebook all the time.
look, he needs a little help sometimes, all right? Don't
Okay.
be don't get on him too much. He's an old octopus.
Okay.
Um but no, are a lot of creative techniques that the characters do perform and stuff like that, especially as the show does develop more. Because
Nice.
you try something once, you can't try it again. He's already gonna know.
Awesome. And I did look it up. The movie is 85% compilation with some added scenes. I'm probably not gonna watch that.
That
Well,
one is.
you ain't gonna make it to that, Dan.
Doubt my ability, dude.
There's
Yes.
there is a different movie. I'll have to find out what it is, but it takes place between them, and it's actually all new stuff and whatnot. It's like a field trip that they go on. Um, but no,
Dan
it's a
is
shonen.
Dan
I
is
do like
literally gonna
shonen.
watch like 6 to 7 episodes of Assassination Classroom. Then he's gonna start Initial D from the beginning.
Yes.
That's what's
I
gonna
just I
happen.
really just want an excuse to rewatch Initial D,
I,
guys. That's the
I'm
only reason I'm
gonna
here.
yeah, I'm
And
gonna
I was like,
rewatch it
yeah, I'm
again
gonna do
just
the
to
same
watch
thing.
it. um, but no, yeah. So it is a shonen. You like shonens? You already confirmed that. And it does a really good job too, though, of not just like fully riding the shonen tropes.
Nice.
So that's a real nice change of pace too. And it also does a really good job of kind of like staying ahead of the viewer with a lot of the mystery and stuff like that. Because there's some stuff that you really won't get until you get to like the second season, and they really do a good job too of like staying away from plot armor. Nothing it like when they show Koro Sensei and he's gonna do some really wild shit, like I said, he could probably draw against All Might. He's got an explanation for how it works, and when you fully see everything, like it makes complete sense.
Yeah, because I mean, hearing about Kuro Sensei, and stuff, it seems like he is a walking plot armor. That's what's going through my head. Like
It
we need
really
Saitama
does.
for this, you know.
I mean, you would think that, yeah, but honestly, like at the very end of the series, they ultimately like reveal everything. Obviously, like I said, they don't leave any plot devices kind of unfulfilled. They even
Okay,
have an epilogue where they show you what happens to all the students in the future type thing, right? Um, but seeing what happens at the end too really helps um like reveal that it's not just like plot armor and stuff like that. There's actually something there to it.
gotcha. Well, I mean, our
Reddit says All Might destroys them. So
Dad's looking up power scaling on Reddit now.
Look, I'm not a good power scaler as far as that goes, all right? But honestly, I still don't think that he would.
It's fine. It's
it said
fine.
Koro Sensei's gonna give him a haircut.
You're gonna give him like it. They're
He,
gonna
he
get.
would. He would.
It's basically like me, you know. So, but do you have anything else? Do you have any other like reasons why you think Dan's gonna like it, or like, or is that all you got?
Based on my appreciation of Food Wars, he knows I have a thing for tentacles.
Nom probably hasn't even seen Food Wars.
I know that Dan has. That's all I need to know.
Great show. 10 out of 10.
He's mentioned it a couple times.
Well,
So, no, that's really all that I got for him. I'm excited to hear what he's got to say about it because there's quite a lot there to digest, and I feel like you're not just gonna stop at 5.
Oh,
okay.
probably not, but I'm saying that's the bare minimum. I'm a busy guy.
Well, do I need to get into mine, Dan, or do you want to go next?
No, we'll save the highest rated show for last, so you can go next.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be mine?
No.
No, no, it would
Go
not.
ahead. Go ahead.
Oh,
Start with
okay.
yours. You're
Okay.
overruled on this one. All right.
All right. Well, just so I should probably say that I picked or like I was given Nam, so I'm giving a show to Nam right now, and I'm gonna have him watch Konosuba because like he hasn't seen Konosuba yet, and if y'all know me and Dan as well, we're big fans of Konosuba,
Big
and we
fans.
feel like that like Nam should watch Konosuba. So, um, and the good thing about Konosuba is is that it's only 3 seasons long, 30-ish episodes, got some specials, got some movies. Every season's rated over 8. It's got a pretty good studio backing it up. Even like the 3rd season when they changed studios, it still was pretty good. So, um, but yeah, this is a really good isekai. But the thing that I think Nam would like about it is he likes his dub shows. And even though the subbed is phenomenal for Konosuba, it's got Rei Takahashi in it as Megumin, and that's just the start. But the dubbed is great too. Like I literally have watched I've went back and forth. I watched some of it subbed and I've watched a lot of it dubbed because like the humor I feel like hits like the subbed is way better of a voice actor performance in my opinion, but the dubbed is way funnier.
Yeah, I mean, humor comes across better in your natural language. You can understand the voice cues and things like that.
Yeah.
Tyler, quick question: is season 3 dubbed yet?
I probably not since it was only 2 seasons ago, you know.
Okay,
And
I want to rewatch it when it's dubbed. That's what I was asking.
yeah, I don't think so. I think it would probably be probably like another couple of seasons probably before it gets
We have
dubbed, honestly.
we
So
have technology.
yeah, I mean you can check, but I really don't think so. I don't think it's been dubbed yet. So um, but for those that don't know, and Nam as well, since he hasn't ever seen this before, I'm gonna read a summary real quick. And
It's
this is
dubbed.
it is dubbed, all of
Yeah,
it.
we're back,
It is
baby.
dubbed.
Okay, I'm gonna have to watch that then, because I haven't watched the 3rd season yet. So um, but anyways, the summary for this, the 1st season goes: Kazuma decides that today is the day to get out of the house for a bit. Since he dies while touching grass, it was clearly a bad choice.
This
But
is why
the
Tyler doesn't leave his house.
exactly. This is why I don't go outside, y'all. I just stay on the back porch. That's it. In my fenced in backyard. So
Stoop kid never leaves his stoop, baby.
hell yeah, baby. But yeah, the goddess who greets him in the afterlife, however, offers him a chance to be reborn in a world like he sees in his video games. And as a bonus, she'll even throw in a cool item or power. So he's not completely like thrown to the wolves, right? But so that can't possibly be a bad choice, right? Except he arrives with no money at all, dead average skills, and his bonus that he picked isn't useful at all. How is he supposed to defeat the evil demon devil king and live happily ever after? Well, it probably has to start with manually working his way up from the bottom, and it's only going to get more disappointing from here on out. Is pretty much what we got. And I was sitting here trying to think of the reasons why Nam would like it, other than that it is a really good dub show and it is really funny. The first reason, Truck Coon. Nam is a big fan of Truck Coon, a really big fan of Truck Coon.
Huge fan.
And not only does he die from Truck Coon, it's like a special form of Truck Coon. It's a tractor. So, Nam, you would really love that, right?
Dude, Truck Coon's redneck cousin.
Look,
Made
I
her.
Can't go wrong.
heard about Tractor Coon. His legend is famous at this point,
His lore.
but I guess I'll definitely have to see it firsthand for myself.
Bro, literally, I watched the first episode of this shit and I was like, what am I watching? And I was just dying laughing. I was like, this is probably one of the best, funniest first episodes I've seen in a while.
Yeah.
The intro to like an isekai or whatever.
Dude, this was one that Tyler's like, you should check out Konosuba. And I was like, okay, sweet. And I download it onto my phone. And I'm sitting next to this like 85-year-old woman on an airplane watching this. And the perverted humor is just coming through. And I'm like, oh my God, this lady has to be judging me right now.
Yeah, speaking of that, this is not only is this like humor, like Dan said, this has perverted humor in it. So it's like a lot of sexual humor in it as well. But it's really funny. Like This is literally like a parody anime of isekais, but it's really funny. And even though it's like a parody of isekais, it still does like the isekai shit like pretty good, I would say. Just in a funny taste. So
Yeah, it does isekai so much better than most isekais because while it is an isekai and it's doing isekai things, it's also just making fun of isekai things the whole time.
yeah, and it knows what it is. It knows what it's doing and it knows what it's good at. And it does those very well. So um like for example, uh like the characters. One of the biggest thing about konosuba is the characters and how they interact with each other. And like they're in this party or whatever, and like they're just useless, bro. It's the best way to put it, useless. And it's just so funny seeing them like talk to each other and interact with each other and just do stupid adventure shit and just trying to live while in this party. We're trying to work together or whatever. So
Yeah, I mean, this party is like the personification of Buggy in an adventurer party. They just fall upwards. It's just nonstop them fucking up, and they just lead to success.
except except if you define success, it is like not very
Crippling debt.
good.
Crippling debt is what success is.
Not dying of hunger. That is success. Uh, and like I said, Nam really likes humor. He really loved Nokotan, like the humor in Nokotan or whatever. So like that's the kind of humor that is in this. It's like the parody gag style humor. But this is like so much better than Nokotan. Um, and it's got like I said, it's got the adventure in it. It's got the action in it. It's just like it's just like comedy based. Everything's like comedy based, and it's so much fun. Like Dan said, he tried to watch this on the airplane, and by an 80-year-old woman, which is probably not a good move, especially if you don't want to be judged. Because this does have etchy shit in it, like literally darkness. One of the party members, she is like etchy reincarnated. Like she literally loves being humiliated. So like bondage, like shit like that is being talked about by
Dark
darkness. So
Darkness is my girl.
yeah, so definitely don't watch this around people that you may not want to hear about sexual things because darkness loves sexual things. So
But she's very modest and very pure.
yeah, yes.
So one of the really funny things about this show, right, is that the title is actually Konosubarashi Sakai ni Shukafuko O, which translates to a blessing on this wonderful, or God's blessing on a wonderful world, on this wonderful world. And instead of doing the isekai thing where everybody gives it a shorter name, they already did that for you. Just Konosuba. Like they just skipped the step that we always have to do if you're a fan of isekai, and that's massive.
Then you always have the little intermission things like
Konosuba.
Konosuba. But yeah, I figured this would be a perfect watch for Nam, because me and Dan have both seen it. We love it. We need to make Nam watch it. Nam's probably gonna love it. I would say watch at least. Honestly, you watch the first episode, like you're gonna love it. If you watch the first 3 episodes, you're literally not gonna stop. Nam, especially since we're like skipping a week and then coming back and doing the results. I guarantee Nom's gonna have the first season finished. So
Yeah,
it's just
and
that easy.
the precedent's been set as 5 episodes. Five
Yeah,
is five's the time.
but there's no way Nom's stopping at 5, bro. There's no way. Especially since the dub is this good. He's literally gonna watch all of season 1 and probably start on season 2. I mean, that's just what he does. He
As
he tried to
as
do that
long
with Dead
as
Man
long as he's not playing
Wonderland.
Magic.
He does it while he's playing games, bro.
He's
He
gonna
was
be
doing that with
opening packs.
Nokotan.
He's gonna be opening packs, just not even looking at the cards, just watching Konosuba, and then get to the last screen and go, "Oh,
Dude, you have no idea. It's becoming a problem now.
I can tell your wallet hates you right now."
So
I got
bad.
I got back into Pokemon cards during COVID, and there was like one night when like I had too many beers, and I would buy a bunch of packs and then just slowly rip them. And one day I just woke up after being pretty buzzed, and I look at my desk, and it's just like 40 Pokemon card packs on my desk. I was like, "What did I do?" And I'm going from like, "Holy shit! I sleeved some good ass fucking cards. I got a reverse hollow Charizard."
Have you
Look,
have either of
that's how
y'all
it
tried the
starts.
new Pokemon trading card mobile game or whatever?
No,
Yes, I have.
it's not the same, dude.
Yeah.
I don't care. I still have.
Oh yeah. Have you
Yeah.
spent a lot of money in it, or like you
Hell
just
no, I'm
free?
not giving them a penny. I'm doing the
Yeah.
free route.
Yeah, if you're gonna play Pokemon and you're gonna rip cards, you gotta rip the physical things. Those are worth something, maybe.
Yeah.
You
I
gotta,
feel like
Could be one day.
yeah.
dude. It was like I got drunk and I bought one booster box, and like I tripled my money with getting some really lucky pulls, and I was like, "Oh god, this is gonna be a problem, isn't it?" Got like a VMAX Pikachu, which was worth at the time like $500, and I was like, "Oh shit."
Did you sell it for that, or you
No,
still
I still
got it?
got it. I'm hanging on to it, dude.
Oh, it's probably going down in value, bro.
Not in 20 years.
Nah, dude, it's gonna go up in value by then.
Hell yeah.
My
Well,
kid's college tuition is gonna be paid for in Pokemon cards. Stupid pieces of cardboard.
they, when your
Babe,
kids
it's
get
an
old enough to
investment.
when your kids get old enough to go to college, people probably ain't gonna know what Pokemon is anymore.
Pokemon ain't going anywhere, dude. That is a
Yeah.
series that is gonna be around forever. It's the biggest cash grab that Nintendo has in their back pocket.
I agree. I was just wanting to say that. So see if y'all would argue back.
Cool.
I'm I'm curious now. Before we let Dan do his thing, what isekai have you watched? I know you just joined us like recently, so we don't really know what all you watched. I was just wondering what isekai like.
It
Obviously
can't be a lot
popular.
of them because when we did the isekai segment, all I did was talk about Truck-kun.
Drug code. So
So that time I got reincarnated as a slime.
okay,
Tsukimichi Moonlight Fantasy or Moonlit Fantasy. Um,
Mushoku
there
Tensei.
was Mushiko Tensei. There's hang on, I was just looking at Overlord.
Oh, okay, Overlord. Okay, Re
Good
Zero,
isekai.
possibly.
I have not seen ReZero, but I've
Okay.
watched it a few times. Rising of a Shield Hero.
Okay.
Turtles.
Yeah, I dropped that. Nice.
Turtles.
Because of the turtle.
I haven't
Nice.
watched it because I've heard so much crap about it. I'm like, I'm not wasting my time on this one.
And
Uh,
apparently you cannot skip the second season and the turtle because it's really important, apparently.
yeah, somehow it is. I don't know. It was kind of a blur. I really didn't focus that much. And then I saw a lot of it, but really the only part that wasn't isekai was season 1 Sword Art Online.
Okay.
We get back to the isekai in the last season. Trust.
Okay, I'm not gonna power through all that. Can I just skip every other season and go straight to the last one?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you actually probably could.
Half the time they just recycle and like, all right, we're rebooting it now mid
Total
series.
reboot. It was fucking awesome.
It's stupid. Why are you rebooting it mid series and
No,
still
no, no.
calling
But the
it the
thing was, right, is they with Sword Art Online, when you go watch Alicization, Kirito does some program with the government, whatever, blah 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 blah, and just him gets dropped into this world, and he doesn't even fucking know he's in a video game.
Interesting.
Bam.
And that's the one you're talking about right now, Dan?
Yeah. Well, I think
Okay.
he does, but like it's kind of fuzzy.
Okay. I got you. Yeah, I was just curious what isekai have you watched because I didn't know if like you're a fan of isekai or not, So,
I mean,
uh,
I've watched a few of them. You just have to have a really good premise and not a stupid ass long title.
Well, thankfully they already shortened it for you.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I think this has a pretty good premise. Stupid people join together with other stupid people to defeat the Demon King and try not to die. And it turns out that they're struggling heavy.
Yeah, and one of the best parts of Konosuba is that you know how they're always like, "Oh, I'm gonna use my real world information to like do good things." Nah, he just makes dumb shit from the real world and sells it to a demon to make cheddar.
You're gonna love this song. I guarantee you're gonna love it. You're probably gonna be like, man, this is a 10 banger. Let's go.
We'll see what happens.
It's a strong 8 for me. Like when I
Okay.
say strong 8, it's like a mid 8. That's pretty good.
It's a 9 for me, so
Word.
well,
Well,
Dan.
should we get to the highest rated show we're going to talk about?
Well,
Yes,
we
we
just did,
shall.
but yeah,
No, no,
sure.
no.
No, it actually is. It's an 8.35 on Mal.
Well, the third season of Konosuba is 8.37.
Nah. We're
Yeah,
talking
that's
first
one
season.
season.
This is the first stage I'm talking about.
Ah, okay.
So for for Tyler, me and Nam have both watched this. It's gonna be Initial D. The first stage premiered in the spring of 1998. So we're throwing it back.
Mm.
Animation, bad CGI, and all. This is done by Studio Gallop and Comet. The first stage is 26 episodes. It's an 8.35 on Mal. There are 6 stages total. One is a movie, and the last stage is 4 episodes. Those 4 episodes are one epic fucking race. Initial D might be the only thing that takes longer to show things that should last 5 minutes than Dragon
One
Ball
Piece.
Z.
Oh, I thought you said One Piece.
No, like
However, the positive side is that it's not them just screaming. It's them
True.
actually doing something in all of these episodes.
It's the Eurobeat intensifying is really what it is.
I love that. I
You
haven't
need to attempt that.
I haven't had much opportunity to listen to a whole lot of Euro beats. I know
You're
Dan
gonna love
hypes it
it.
up a lot.
You're gonna love it.
So I'm kind of I'm very interested in seeing how the Euro beats elevate this show, this
Dude,
racing show.
I can't think of a better music for anime than European house music.
Okay.
And this is all based on a manga by Suichi Shigeno. There is a follow-up series called MF Ghost, which is currently releasing. They're on the second season. That is also gas, but not as much gas. For a quick summary, Initial D follows the story of Takumi Fujiwara, a high school student who unexpectedly becomes involved in the world of street racing. Set in the mountain roads of Gunma, Japan, Takumi's driving skills are honed as he helps his father deliver tofu every morning,
Interesting.
developing an instinctive talent for high speed cornering. Initially uninterested in racing, he is soon challenged by local racers who notice his impressive skills on the mountain's dangerous hairpin turns. As he faces new rivals, Takumi discovers his passion for racing and uncovers hidden depths within himself, setting stages for intense battles on the road.
So before you get into like a lot of stuff, right? I just have one question to gauge my interest a little bit more, right? Is there any slice of life or romantic moments in the
Yes.
first 5 episodes?
You're introduced to the love interest.
Okay. And
She
do
may
I
mention,
do I see that? Like, is it like clearly visible?
yeah, it's kind of like awkward high school romantic interactions.
Okay.
It's your kind of thing, Tyler. You'll love it.
Yeah,
Okay. And how I guess prevalent is this romance aspect in this series?
I would say it takes a backseat to the car racing, but it's consistent throughout. There's a certain man in a Mercedes who will be very interesting to you if you continue on.
Okay. I'm just curious,
Especially if
like if
you
it's
catch
like a
on.
Naruto One Piece like style of
No,
romance, or like more than that.
more than that.
Okay, I
I
got
would
you.
say more than that right now.
Definitely more than that. Like I said, if you can catch on to what's going on, there's definitely a lot more to the show that I think you would appreciate.
Okay,
Maybe not appreciate, but I think you'd understand and you kind of dig.
Yeah,
okay.
but definitely the focus on it is street racing. like 1,000%. That is the focus. That is the main point of this show. They added that in for more of the in between races. Like the in between racing is very slice of lifey.
Okay. Well, I mean,
Obviously, they talk about cars a lot, but it's high school, it's after school jobs, it's things like that.
yeah, I haven't seen like many racing anime, obviously, but one comes to mind is like Golden Boy, right? When he's like racing down the mountains or whatever. Like that was pretty fun. So
This is way, way more epic.
it, he was on a freaking power line, bro.
Yeah.
Tyler, this is way
Eurobeat
more
wasn't playing.
epic.
Eurobeat wasn't playing, dude. Read a book.
Oh, okay,
Stop
okay. I got
stop trying to get out of this and just
you.
watch the show.
Okay, continue, Dan. I just wanted to do a little sidebar real quick to figure out like if I'm really gonna enjoy this in the first 5 episodes or not.
Yeah. So episode 6, I think, is a beach episode. So you might like episode 6 too.
Okay, okay. Noted.
Um,
That's actually good information, Dan.
yeah, you're welcome. So with the classic thing we always talk about dubbed or subbed, I think you should watch the dubbed on this. It's a fantastic early Funimation dub, and there's a lot of recognizable voices in it. Like if you make it later in the series, you're gonna hear a boy Zoro come through.
Okay.
And it,
Anybody else besides Sabbath off the top of your
uh
head?
not off the top of my head.
Okay.
It's like the voices are very recognizable, but I don't know who they are because it's like early Funimation dub.
Okay. I mean, if it's early funny. See, I don't watch a whole lot of dubs anymore, right? But like when I did, like when I first started watching anime again, which was like in my Funimation days, I didn't even have Crunchyroll back then. I just watched Funimation, and obviously I watched dubbed because that's what usually new anime people watch is like dubbed. So
Yeah.
I should know like quite a bit of them. So
And if you do check it out subbed, Takami's boy Ikitani is voiced by Frankie in Japanese, which is hilarious to me. Frankie's just ripping an S13.
super.
Yeah.
I
Well,
love
it's
that.
Sylvia, but yeah.
Okay. Same thing.
So some of the reasons I think Tyler should enjoy this. Well, first off, do you like cars? Like, were you ever a car? Like, did you like Need for Speed as a kid? Like Fast and Furious movies, stuff like that?
Yeah, I mean, I played a lot of Need for Speed. I enjoyed like most of the Fast and Furious,
Before it got
franchise.
crazy.
Yeah, before it, like when it was like Paul Walker in it, uh, like I watched all of them.
When it was street racing and not Subarus being dropped out of helicopters and shit like that.
Yeah, like I haven't watched. I mean, I've watched a couple of them after like Paul Walker passed away or whatever, but they just didn't hit the same. I literally fell asleep at like a drive-in theater watching, I think Fast Six or something like that, because I was like, man, this shit's like ass, you know?
Yeah. Have you seen Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift?
Oh yeah, like I said, I've seen. I liked all of them before Fast Five, so.
Okay. So you know
Like
how they're
Fast 5
doing.
was when it kinda started going,
Yeah. Oh, 100%. You know how they do
so
the crazy driving down the canyons in Japan?
yeah,
That's the show. That's the
okay,
entire show. It's just drifting down fucking mountains with
okay,
Eurobeat. Fucking
Or
awesome.
sometimes or sometimes it's them
Up
drifting
the mountain.
up a mountain.
True. The uphill
okay,
specialist and the downhill specialist.
I gotcha. I hope
Um,
Okay.
there's, like, some humor in this too, though. I feel like it needs to have some humor.
yeah, there's definitely some humor.
Okay.
There's definitely some humor. Takumi is kind of a blockhead.
I
I
love
think
it.
you'll enjoy that.
Okay.
But some of the things I think you'll enjoy that is like if you like those movies, it's really thrilling, high speed car races. And the cool thing with it is like all the car mechanics, racing strategy, it's all realistic. Like they actually brought in the Drift King of Japan, Tsuchiya, who is like the granddaddy of drifting. Like he created the technique. He was somebody in motorsports who was winning so much he got bored and started showboating by sending his car sideways around turns on a circuit. So they
Okay.
brought him in to be the technical lead on actually the driving mechanics and things like that. Also, if you ever liked JDM cars, think Supras, Mazda RX-7s, Nissan GTRs, things like that. That's what they're driving, which is fucking awesome.
I never did get into like that side of cars. I really enjoyed like older trucks and like the older like American cars. You know what I mean? Like the Chevys, the older Chevys and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Well,
Think like Supernatural off of the CW. You know.
fuck you.
You know,
Well,
Baby for y'all that's listening, Baby. I really like Baby. So
so I think this will be a good learning experience for you then, because you can learn a lot about cars that come from across the ocean.
call me Vin
Um,
Diesel because I like that American muscle.
we're talking the Paul Walker cars. We're talking the Supra. We're talking the Nissan GTR R34. We're talking the Subaru
The fun
WRX
stuff.
STI.
Okay.
We're talking
Family.
turbos, baby.
Family, I got
Family. Yeah, sure,
you.
family. Um, One thing it was Takami's character development throughout the series is pretty awesome. He goes from being a casual teen who doesn't know shit about cars, but just being innately good at driving to really understanding the cars, and like he can do things that he can't explain. And people are like, "How the hell do you do that?" He's like, "I don't know. I just fucking throw the back end out. It's what I do." It's like, damn, you're my boy.
Okay.
And then
Gifted, talented.
yeah, I'm not gonna go that much in the story because you'll learn it in the series.
Okay.
But the Eurobeat soundtrack is fucking iconic, and like I think you'll really enjoy that because it really brings a lot of energy to the races, and it's right up there. I mean, in like the nostalgia factor and like the memorable parts of Initial D, it's like 8086 Eurobeat. It's like 1 and 2. Like
Yeah,
the 8086 is literally a Toyota Corolla. And it's a fucking Toyota Corolla, and those cars from the 80s sell for more than they cost nowadays than they did back when they were first sold. Like, I'm not talking inflation, all that crap, like actually sell for more than they would have because of this show. Like, they're just historic pieces of culture and car culture.
People want to go fast and like a Corolla
No,
does
they're
too.
slow as shit.
everyone knows it. That's the thing, right? But like, for some reason, this car is just so ungodly fucking good, and it's taking on all these titans across Japan, right? And he's winning, and he's
It's a driver
winning.
fan.
Well, obviously, but
Yeah.
all the
Yeah.
same, like the thing is though is that the 86 is literally a character of the show.
Yeah.
If you remove the 86 from Takumi Fujiwara, so help you God. So help you God.
I think we'd be just talking about a different car, but I know exactly what you're
No,
saying.
no, 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 no. We would not, because it wouldn't be the same. And I think we've proven it too at this point, right? Like without
I
getting
agree with
into
you.
it. Um,
That
but no,
car has spirit. It's
it's
like the
such
going Mary of cars.
exactly. It's such an iconic part of the show though that like without it, it doesn't work as well. So
Okay.
like, yeah, that I would definitely agree though. 86 Euro beats, like that close of a gap. Barely any difference.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm excited to try this out. See what y'all been hopping up, you know, and it's good that it's got some elements that I enjoy too. That's gonna be mixed into it. Because it makes me feel more confident going into it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. And just to give you some fair warning, there are some things you might not like. The animation style is very dated. I mean, we're talking 1998 here. And the early CGI can feel pretty clunky at times, but you learn to love it. Like, it's part of what makes this show so awesome is how poorly the CGI cars are animated. If that really is a big issue for you, they reanimated it in like 2012. It's called Initial D Legends, but they took out the Eurobeat. So you can go on YouTube and type in Initial D First Stage Legends Eurobeat edition, and they put the Eurobeat back in.
okay.
So that's
So
a W. I got to check
do
that
do you,
out.
do you think I should like watch that instead?
No, watch the initial.
Okay.
The
Because
initial day.
you know, I don't really animation like dated animation style. It doesn't really bother me as long as like other things are there. Like if the characters are fun, if I like the characters, if I like what's going on, I don't care about the animation. So
Yeah. Okay. Another thing that like Nam, are you a car guy?
I'm a bit of a car guy.
Okay. Because I was gonna say, like, one of the things too is like there are some anime or some episodes that feel slower paced because they really go into the mechanics of the car and why things are doing what they should be doing. And for people who aren't like car enthusiasts, it might seem kind of boring, but like
I
you
don't
really
know.
do learn a lot. Like it's actually crazy how accurate they are when they explain things like understeer, tire grip, things of that nature, which is really cool. And
yeah.
plays a big part if
Okay.
you watched it and started watching MF Ghost. It kind of plays into that because I don't want to explain it, but
Yeah, I got you.
no spoilers.
I feel like I would enjoy it because like I don't really know like I know about cars and stuff because like I work on cars and I had like a project truck and stuff like that. I enjoyed doing that type of stuff, but I haven't really I don't really know like the racing side of things, the aspects of racing, like
Yeah.
power grip and like all that shit. Because like I've never done it. Like why would I need to know that? I don't watch NASCAR. Like, I don't have any interest in, like, screwing up
Well,
my car by racing illegally,
if
you know?
you
So,
wanted to talk motorsports, we should talk things besides NASCAR.
yeah, well, I'm just saying, like, I enjoy, like, dirt track racing and shit like that, but
Yeah.
you're not gonna catch me watching NASCAR and shit, so,
Yeah, this would be closer to rally, honestly, like
yeah.
with the type of motions and driving techniques they use. They're not just going fast and making left turns. I can't confirm there are right turns in the show. Can't
Okay,
confirm. Very exciting.
that's a plus.
My
But
favorite is just how you keep going back to left turns only in NASCAR. Like those are the only kind of cars that exist in the world. Just
um
everything's a NASCAR going left.
but the last thing you might not like is some of the side characters don't get a lot of development, but it's really focused on the main cast.
Okay.
And the main cast does evolve throughout the show, and I can't spoil it, so I don't want to talk about it. But
I
we
mean,
can talk
as long as
about
they
it
don't
after
pull a
you watch it.
Tower of God, you know, and take
No, no,
away
no.
the
It's
freaking
consistent, but like, yeah, it's not like that. Like the main cast is
okay,
there for throughout.
okay, that's good.
And if you really enjoy it and you get to third stage, it's a straight to DVD movie, and there's some scenes in there that are pretty awesome.
Okay. Gotcha. Well, I mean, I'm interested to see what's up with it because, like I said, y'all keep on wanting me to watch it. So here's y'all's chance. So I'm hoping I hope I like it. So if not, then y'all are gonna be really disappointed.
We're gonna flame you, dude. It'll be fun.
Yeah, you got no choice but to like
I'm
it,
gonna have to take
honestly.
I'm gonna have to take notes if I don't like it. I'm gonna have to take detailed notes.
And we're gonna be
He's
like,
gonna
that's bullshit.
psychoanalyze
That's
it all.
bullshit. That's bullshit. You're wrong. um,
Irrelevant. You're not allowed opinions anymore.
but for anyone else who wants to check out Initial D, it is not on any streaming services right now, but it is on YouTube. So you can check
Okay.
it out there. There's some fan page that basically combined every episode into one 9-hour video for the first stage. So you can go watch that, or you can go watch it in there's a playlist on there that has it all. So
Okay.
but gas,
Alrighty.
gas, gas, baby.
Sounds good to me. I guess we should also mention that we won't have the results next week because Dan's going to be out of town. So it'll be episode 94, which is the week after is when we're going to be talking about how we liked or hopefully liked and hopefully not disliked these shows. So, but y'all got anything else, Dan? You got anything else?
No, no, I'm excited for you to check it out. I think you'll enjoy it. Honestly, like the story's really compelling, so I think you'll enjoy it from that front, and you'll learn a lot about cars. And by the end of it, you're gonna want to go buy some Japanese shit box from 1980 and fix it up.
Probably not. I don't have the money like
No,
that.
no, no. You definitely will.
Maybe
By,
maybe
by
I
the time
want
that by the
to.
time that
Maybe
you're
I
done
want
with the
to.
6th episode, you're gonna be looking up like 88 AE86s.
Nah, dude, he's gonna be looking out for.
You're gonna
He's gonna,
specifically type in AE86 Google search for
no,
sale.
he can't afford that. He's gonna be sitting there looking up clapped out fucking Miata. The wheels he
That's what he's
puts
gonna
on it.
settle on.
The wheels he puts on are gonna cost more than the car, but it'll still have the flip up lights.
Just get a Corvette, bro, right?
Nah, lightweight, not as fast, but faster because it doesn't weigh 1,000,000 pounds. Weight to power ratio, baby. Write it down.
Okay.
But
You'll learn
awesome.
about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Awesome. So that's what we got for you today. Next week on the Degens, I don't know what these guys are gonna be doing. They're gonna figure that out. The week after that we'll have our Show-Ken-Pon results. And these guys, I'll catch you on Tuesday for the rundown.
Yeah.
Later.
See you later. Peace.
街を歩く無数の影雨の中で立ち尽くした